So I think we should get started and people can drop in, those who are a bit late. So welcome back, everyone. Could I just, before we start, ask everyone to mute? There's Saras as well. So today I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to hand it over to Christoph for the first presentation. Just a few words before we get started. The program yesterday, as you know, was these guys. I think it was a very interesting discussion, both the presentations and the kind of synthesizing and the riffing off of one another's kind of presentation discussion afterwards. It felt like people were kind of engaged in these ideas, and that makes me happy. And today, of course, we will have first a session on what I call methodology and entrepreneurial design. So it's going to be Christoph first presenting, followed by Dimo. And I haven't seen the presentations. I've read Dimo's paper related to this presentation, and they're more in relating and engaging with the idea of how you can conduct empirical design science research and what are the criteria for validation, etc., which I think interests a lot of people who are kind of new to this type of research. And then after the break, we have empirical studies of entrepreneurial design, examples of researching entrepreneurial design, as I mentioned before, as I mentioned yesterday. So it's going to be Kathy Eisenhardt presenting, and I think Sirkka Jarvenpaa is going to be presenting as well. Format, same as yesterday. Again, I'll remind everyone to stay muted. As you might have noticed here, the Kathy Eisenhardt session has changed its name. So now it's called 3 Studies. So Kathy has pivoted in her presentation theme here. So that's going to be interesting, I think. But otherwise, things are as planned. And I think we did really well yesterday during the Q&A in not, taking up too much time presenting one's own ideas in a more general sense, but actually asking fairly precise questions, which I really appreciate given the shortage of time that we have after each presentation. So that, I think, is it for me. I'm going to stop sharing, and then Christoph, you can share your screen instead, and we'll get started.